There we go. Hmm.
Uh, Mr. Wright,
Yeah.
why do you look so unhappy?
Oh, it's nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Maya? Oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or we lose the trial. This isn't gonna be easy, is it? Well, shoot.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studio. Today, I would like to show the evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude can you get? You don't even know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai noob ruffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was like at the studio from 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During that meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in the meeting the whole time. Mr. Wright, you may now begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, whoops, I totally forgot to do a thing. Ah, hold on, everybody. Doop doop doo doop doop doo doop doo doop 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 doo doop doop doo doop doop doop. I need to change. There we go. We're good. Alright. I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. Alright, I guess we're pressing everything. Is that when you always come into work? Oh, oh no, I came in at all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all you little freaks in your industry. What the hell? Still, for what it's worth, I was like pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. Uh, in the employee area? That's right. It was the fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh, yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing, lol. She was like cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just the four of us. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on for so long? I'm pretty sure you'd have already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Ah, right, that's the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch, Roffs. What is Roffs? What? Um... Star. There we go, I guess that answers my question. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistants cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. So in the end, you didn't even get to eat? Yeah, like no steak at least. Couldn't you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Not really, not to me at least. Seems pretty straightforward. Perhaps I was wrong then. What? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. I thought that only one person went through the thing. Yeah, wait a minute. It does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella? What did you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were two plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it, but I did eat after all.
T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I had suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. Phoenix. Oh, that's weird. I pressed, but nothing happened. If his alibi holds, Powers is finished. Press him as hard as you can and find out where he's lying. Oh shoot. I was right there. No! No! I pressed the wrong button. You didn't take a single break?
Oh, well, yeah, not one.
He's sweating so much about. If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manelli, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during the break?
Oops, Raffle.
Well,
Uh, Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please.
Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing.
Yeah, from what I remember, we took a break, Raffle. But it was only like 15 minutes. 15, that's only like 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it would be enough even for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was like around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30, that's the time of death. So he could have gone from Studio 1, killed Hammer, and came back. I guess it's possible. Edgeworth is ready to pounce because that's not possible. The pathway was closed. Why did he look like that while describing murder of his coworker? What the hell?
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for one of them to go to Studio 1.
What?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. Surely you aren't suggesting that one of the people in this trailer went to Studio 1.
Hmm.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. 2:30. Blocked between 2:15 and 4. No. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio at that time. Haha. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Miss Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Is something wrong with my video? Probably not. Okay. Blocked by Miss Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel like no desire to correct him. Oh, okay, sorry. I was focusing on something else for just a second. I'm back. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. But what? It's over? Jeez, look at his outfit. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have been wearing it that day. All that is lacking in this, all that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we have indeed the decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order, I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Well, that's not good. What do we do now, Maya? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. But, Maya, don't tell me you're giving up. If we give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance.
Only one thing has become clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio One. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is.
Um, what's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
I... you... thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. "11:15 a.m.
Court is back in session. Blah.
Oh my gosh, my brain is not working today.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma by his cruel questioning.
Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
A crate of donuts? Yo.
Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness.
What, just 'cause you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around.
Ugh.
Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins, I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is gonna be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, I mean, Cody.
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were present, were you at Global Studios on the day of the, incident?
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw on that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps that with that beard over there?
Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be... I prefer a gentleman with a beard.
A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in the courtroom. But my apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. My throat's hurting. Alright.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident.
I wanted to see the Steel Samurai rehearse just once, so I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out of the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been a time for the shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
But be gentle, remember you're talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Yeah, that makes sense. Checks out. Off the path. Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow. Huh. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio.
I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. Alright, let's press this one too.
You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors, but guess what happened next? Okay. I'm really not finding anything wrong so far. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened it and went inside. I see.
What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy? A person. Kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kinda far away. Huh. It's being awfully vague. Um... Huh. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. Doesn't even know it was real. Whoa, why didn't you have your camera on you? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I had all the time. Really. I guess seeing the killing freaked him out, and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show. I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Alright. Looks like we're just gonna press everything here. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I've been there a couple times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day, though. All that security lady, and that security lady's always yelling.
Right, please continue.
Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez.
Ugh.
I don't understand. Oh, yeah, hold on. Cody, what you said just now seems a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about it. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's a digital camera, Your Honor? Kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studio. You did bring it, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean, a prosecuting attorney?
Well, Cody. But what? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So he did lie. Oh, he's standing on a little box.
So you did have a camera, and did you use it?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well, please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Yeah, I had my camera on with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Is that all?
Well, that was brief.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
So why didn't you use it?
He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was so busy watching the real thing. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once. No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Okay. So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. Then what happened next?
Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that.
Still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops. Wait and see what happens. What did you do after the bad guy fell, Cody? Actually, the fight was so intense that I got kind of scared, so I went straight home. Something isn't adding up here either. Huh. Phoenix, it doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. Okay. Yeah, the murder weapon isn't mentioned at all. Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off of it. Yeah, so what? Yet, you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
Order, order, Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
He was watching something else. Show evidence? What evidence would I show? He missed the climax of the fight. Because he was looking at something else, probably. Something else? Probably. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, in a fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Nope, nothing.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims.
Yes. Sorry, Your Honor. Um... I can't think of any evidence that would be useful here. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder take place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. So there is evidence. What? I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor.
Why did Cody look away from the fight?
Has he lost his camera? I'm fully guessing. Here's my proof.
What's that, the camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too.
Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at that critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize that there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you wouldn't have why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it just yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Maya means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Dang, this is rough. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. But that's all that happened, yeah. Anything strange in that testimony? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I'm a gentleman with a beard. So... That's why I hate all you grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. Jeez. Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness. Testify. Jeez. That was so real for a minute. So, did you see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. So I held up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened, yep. That's all? Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture. I would've once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? He definitely would've. There's gotta be something more. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey, Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow, this feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. What? You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. I need camera has too many buttons. Yeah, we already talked about this part. Okay. Oh. Hmm. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this scrapbook the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it what you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never miss one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called The Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in his album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way! Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. But Maya, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The Steel Samurai didn't win. Wait. Yeah, I had this epiphany the other day, didn't I? I thought that there was a chance Jack Hammer was wearing the Steel Samurai outfit when he went through the gate. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. Ever. He never loses to anyone. Your Honor, the witnesses revealed everything with his words. There is a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. Same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said that the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. But witness, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. I Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down, and he didn't move. Aw, poor kid.
Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim.
Yet according to the statement, to the witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Mr. Wright, what's going on? Huh.
Apparently, we all made a serious error.
An error? What is this all about?
The Steel Samurai was the victim. And the hammer was the victim. Both of these are true. If you understand what really happened, it's quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and laid still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim, don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying that this man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury.
But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see old Hammer? Nope. He had already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in the dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my camera. What?
Show us, quick!
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now.
Here, this is it. Well, looking at this,
It's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that I could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix. What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. But what? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please?
Certainly, I don't see why not.
There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know. This is Studio 2. Wait, what the hell? Your Honor, look at this. I see
A gate?
Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate?
The number? Ah, yes, well, it's a little hard, but it seems to say 2.
Clearly not a 1. Your Honor. Correct.
Ah,
I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
but that's impossible. Oh, what's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Studio 2. Here, at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Path was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, this is a trailer, and there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime.
Order.
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. And Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim stole the costume.
Maybe this one? I have proof.
You do? You do, Mr. Wright?
Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Should I put the empty bottle, or should I put the... I feel like the picture would be good. Wait, no, that can't be right. Gotta have some proof that will knock their socks off. Ah, so I was right. I shouldn't have doubted myself. This is it.
An empty medicine bottle.
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea.
Very well, let's hear it.
I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on the bottle.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime may have been Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find me the answers by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth, you will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Huh. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Oh. Uh, 247. Whew. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too.
Really? You both seemed so confident.
Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times. Me too.
Dead?
Of course, we're kidding.
Are you sure?
I wasn't.
Now, Mr.
Now, Mr. Powers. We have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right, thanks.
Whew, that was eventful. That was stressful. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, I would like to save. I think we did a pretty killer job. We'll continue. How's everyone feeling? Alright. Everyone doing okay? Alright, here we go. That was a close one, huh, Maya? Really? Oh, too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. But, Maya, so what happened? Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Oh, so this is why things are so different from the real world. So under the system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Oh. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah, but Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what I have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer was. What? Huh. Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Maya is there. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? What do you think of this? It's the fanboy's prized possession. Wow, impressive! It's a little different from the Steel Samurai on TV. These are mostly taken on those PR shows they do at stores and fairs. I'm pretty sure it's not even Will Powers inside that suit. No true fan would be satisfied with anything less than the real thing. He's still a child, I suppose. I guess it takes an adult to appreciate the real deal, right, Nick? Yeah, whatever you say. Well, to the detention center, I guess. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Did you, not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yeah, though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Did you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studio for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and... And what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me more about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth? Oh, yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Here's that picture again. Is that really Jack Hammer inside that suit? He's the only one it could have been. But why would he? Yeah, why? You're the medium. Why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself? Give me about 3 more years. But look at us, the 2 novices. Oh. Regarding the murder weapon,
Yes?
is it heavy?
It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think an average person would be able to swing it around.
And that's the spear that broke or something during the run?
Oh, yeah, I goofed on a round kick, you see, and broke it. The security lady fixed it up for me.
With duct tape, we heard. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers?
But what's that? I've never seen these steel samurais in my life.
These are the steel samurais that appear in live shows. A fanboy collected all these pictures himself.
Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know?
Oh, he's such a good guy. He's such a good guy. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think her guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me to talk about her, so sorry. Can I ask about Salmonella? Val? He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't. About Mr. Hammer? Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you'd drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. My old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Oh, there's nothing to present, so let's move on. First things first, employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just once. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can see them filmed later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around.
Yeah. No touching.
Ah!
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
It didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatic indeed.
Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table.
But, wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to those sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal.
Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. So we were right. How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should be pursuing the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch up suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
What about him?
Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa.
Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups.
Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, it sounds like he was the one that put Powers to sleep. It was none other than Jack Hammer, the victim.
So I was right. Ah, okay. Things are getting spicy now. Very spicy. Okay, alright.
It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm going back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests.
You're being very free with your information today, Detective.
Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal, but I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if it had been anyone else but you up there, Powers would be done right now.
Aw, we're getting some respect.
Detective, about that bottle. Oh, that. Talk about embarrassing. I can't believe I missed that on my first sweep of her evidence. I don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth.
It must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... Uh, what? Why? But he's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No!
I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yeah?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. Do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Hmm. Alright. Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2.
Sorry about that. I was, drinking some milk, hoping that it would help my throat not hurt so much. Talking for a long period of time hurts after a while. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? What, what do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. But what? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they gonna make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll all be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone else. She looks like she's about to cry sometimes. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. What is it that Global Studios is so intent on hiding? Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Did you tell us what happened? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died and it was Hammer's fault. So, someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer wouldn't do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know, who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her, if she'll talk. That bag is still there. I put all of his personal belongings in there. He'll be able to come and pick them up, right? I'm sure he'll come, yeah. Okay. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do you think that made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols. Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That's her name, Penny Nichols? What a frickin' name. That assistant we talked to. Oh. Right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers, dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I'm sorry, but I do. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yeah, so? This is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping powder on the plate. Goodness gracious, that was a sentence. Ha! I bet Powers put it in there himself. Even a lightweight like him would have trouble sleeping sometimes. Except I have proof that it was Hammer that put it in. This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints are found on the bottle. I see. Poor Hammer. Did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldback? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldback, you're right. 5 years ago there was an accident, a fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. She what? After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag, hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh, shit. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Well, shit. Oh, we finally have our first page too. Detective Gumshoe must have left by now. He's probably thinking about what to do in tomorrow's trial. I bet Edgeworth is pretty angry with him. The assistant must have gone off somewhere too. That stuff about Mr. Hammer must have come as quite the shock. Yeah. Alright, I guess we move forward. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer? Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hello. Uh, Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. A light van for moving staff equipment. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run just fine. Sure, if I had a license. Oh yeah, we already talked about this one. An incinerator. Apparently they just put it in. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. Something wrong? I don't know, I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. Yeah, where's the bones? There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close, that fence looks dangerous. So that's why this one's bent out of place. Okay. Interesting. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. The trailer door. It's unlocked. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Let's go inside. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on the high from getting that rare card she needed. These are all things that we've already done. Yeah, we've already been through all this. Okay. I guess we have to talk to her. Um, excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shush. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really pissing me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. Y- You... you did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh gosh. I was wondering if you could talk to me about Mr. Manella. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. Well, that was no help. Oh, maybe I should ask for the card? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Why would they turn it off? I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. No, no, no. What the heck am I supposed to do? Dang it. I'm totally at a loss right now. I hope WP can pick it up himself soon. Okay. Yeah, I'm really at a loss right now. Completely empty. Okay. Yeah, I'm totally lost. Hold on. Wanted to hide it. He didn't want anyone to know. Oh, I should show this to her. That's what I should do. Aha, I figured it out. Present. Present. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Uh, old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The what? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. There we go. Progress, baby. She went inside the trailer. Guess we're going in. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that incident to blackmail Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. Huh. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag him down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me, what is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. But where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Why would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh? Well, she was a big fan of hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio and wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. Jeez. So that's why she had the photo. He's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters would need is the negative. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is evidence. Boys. Uh... Um... Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? But what? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about it where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No!
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me right now.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Hey, you guys okay, pal? Sorry, it was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. I'm just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
You just friggin' saved our lives, holy shit. Well, Nick, it looks like we're gonna get closer to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez?